Hello, hello. How are you doing?
Doctor, you can speak. So, John,
Yeah,
we
how are
are
you doing?
doing many things now. First thing first, we are doing is a patch on a vessel, so you can see the feed of the patch. This is a 0.6 millimeter vessel, and we are demonstrating sometimes when there is a tear, large tear. How do we put a patch? So you can see the patch there.
All right.
You can see the patch there, and then Sujit is going to give you an overview of the entire setup. Probably he will first take you to the 3D anatomy lab where you can see Vikrant doing a mosaic approach. This is an approach where the supra brow. Vikrant, can you show them what is this approach about and then come back to us?
Yeah, please. Yes, yes, this Sujal,
Yes, yes, yes.
we are doing this suprabrow approach here, and with small mini craniotomy, supraorbital, we have exposed the supraorbital region, supraorbital lateral region, and we can see the carotid-optic region here. So, with a small mosaic approach, we can expose the carotid-optic region. Here is the IC here. This is the optic chiasma, you can see optic nerve, and you can see even the laminar terminal is here. So in the depth between the carotid and optic, can you focus please? You can see the basilar here now in the depth, if you on the screen. Yes, this is the basilar here. So
I think you
basilar
have to,
bifurcation can be seen very nicely here. And
yeah,
it's a beautiful basilar.
can you turn the camera so it's kind of sideways now? Can you turn the
Yeah,
camera so, there you go, there you go.
yeah, you can see it now.
Yes,
So here is the IC, this is the optic nerve, this is the laminar terminal is here. You can see here in the carotid optic window, we have exposed the basilar at the bifurcation as well. So you can clip any aneurysm for the basilar. And we will go little laterally, I will show you. So now this approach where we are seeing is the lateralmost part. We have drilled out the orbital roof and we have now going the transcavernous region. I will show you. Subsequently, so this is the third nerve. Hello, can you see it?
yes,
Are you there? This is the third nerve. This is the trigeminal nerve. We are on the cavernous lateral part here. This is the fourth nerve you can see here. This is the fourth nerve. And this intracavernous IC, which is taking a turn. It's a loop of the IC. You can see cavernous IC, which is turning like this. And you can see this, it's going above towards the canal. So this is the lateral part of the cavernous sinus. This is fourth. This is third. This is the cavernous IC here. This is the V2, and laterally, we are going to the trigeminal node here laterally. So this is the beautifully how in a small approach, zoom out please. With a small approach window, we can do it. This is the orbital ring, what we have taken out. And with this supraorbital small approach, that is mosaic approach, what Cherian has mentioned and he has developed this, it is beautifully we can reach up to the carotid optic region. And we can also see the cavernous structures. We can reach with a mean time, no time, we can reach the intracavernous region as well. So this approach, as Dr. Cherian has described, and we are beautifully are able to do it here in the lab, and I hope you are able to enjoy this. Hello, are you there?
We can see it very well.
Yeah, so 1 minute, 1 second, I'll give a very, very broad view now. Retract, please. Yeah. So again, we are saying I see here, which is optic nerve. This is a Canada optic window. This is the basilar you can see in the depth. The optic chasm you can see very nicely. And the terminal is third nerve, fourth nerve, intracavernous. I see here. And this is the very nice approach, and very easily you can reach without any major interaction, without any difficulty. According to me, is one of the best and simplest approach. We are able to do it, and hope you like this one. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You are able to see me here?
Yes.
So we are using a hypervision here and 3D vision with CRISPR from Sanma technology. And we are able to do this dissection without any hindrance and without any technical interference. You can see my vision is totally locked here and with the 3D contact in front of me. So it's very immersive. It's a CRISPR 3D technology. And this is how the beautiful anatomy will look like. So thank you very much, and I'm giving over to IIP. Thank you very much.
Okay, your name, sir? Could you please introduce yourself?
I am Dr. Vikrant. I am head of neurosciences here. Dr. Cherian is my colleague, and both of us, we have developed this laboratory, and we are working at a high-end solution in neurosurgical anatomy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Over to IIT.
Who's the cameraman? Is that you, Ike? Oh, Ike.
John,
Okay.
can you hear me, John?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I'm doing a patch repair now. Not in center.
That's a good camera, just a smartphone, right?
Yeah, that's a smartphone. You can see the patch repair. Okay, one look. Very counterintuitive moment. Huh. It's easier to move this. My God, the camera is very counterintuitive. There is not. So now it is out of my field actually completely. The camera is somewhere out there.
Only need to only center it. Actually, eyepiece and camera is not
Aligned.
properly aligned. That is the problem.
Now can you show here as to what I'm doing? Hey,
Yes, we can see it.
girls. I'm doing a patch repair.
I thought someone else.
Your phone is on. Your phone. Yeah, she's the one.
What name was your name? We're going to develop one more product in your
Yeah, I have a question.
So, John,
Yeah, I have a question.
yeah, John, see,
Yeah, that particular camera, can you go over a cadaver with that camera, over cadaver? Can that camera go
can you
over?
just show the field? Can you just show the field, please? I mean, not the TV, just the field. Focus on it because it's too bright. Yeah, oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
you could go over a cadaver's brain with that camera, right, over the field. Correct?
Can you see that?
Yeah, okay, so you can go over a cadaver skull, over, like an overhead camera, right?
So I'm doing a patch repair. I mean, this is a patch repair. So
Okay.
it's a very, very small patch, maybe way less than a millimeter. The whole thing is, it looks so easy, but it's not that easy, John. So
Okay,
this is how we do anastomosis, and this is how, if you have a vascular injury, we do a patch repair.
okay. That's great. So a student can reproduce a procedure.
Right?
Yes, it's live. Irrigation, some more irrigation, sister, some more irrigation. John, can you see me slowly going ahead and taking more and more sutures
Yeah,
through the wall of the graft as well as the wall of the recipient vessel? Can you see, John?
yes. Very, very well.
And I'm using a smartphone camera. That's the amazing thing about this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good camera. Smartphone is a good camera.
Yeah, but imagine if we are able to do smartphone cameras for these kind of things rather than the microscope camera. And I'm going
Okay.
to show you the lab, an overview of the lab.
So are you saying that some centers without the equipment can do this kind of thing without a microscope?
Well, no, I mean, you cannot do it without a microscope, but you can teach without the microscope. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Assistant microscope is one.
Should be. But maybe it is. Shutki, do you want to take a stitch? Why is it that you can't?
I can see.
You just see it.
See.
You see how small it is, huh? Now
Wait, we can do others, other videos, not channels.
I got about 1, 2, 3 switches, more switches. I'll need more switches.
I don't know, but I used to get the back to the
1, 2, 3 switches.
That's the no tenía que aplicación de pero no es
Okay. Switcher, where is that boy? Switcher, brother. John,
Yes,
can you see that I've got about 3 more switches to go there?
yeah, you see it well,
You can see well.
yes.
So I'm going to trim this area which is overhanging. I can trim that area. Scissors. I'm going to trim that area. Scissors too big. Right. Radiation. Radiation. Yeah, so that's a flap. Rubuka. It's all right. Switcher ready, eh?
हाँ बोलो
किधर है तुम्हारा switcher? एक second.
आप आए कि नहीं लेक्चर तो है ना हाँ उधर उधर ही बाजू में
अभी के लिए एक switcher है कच्चू में अभी नीडल नहीं होगा
ये काटा वाला है दूसरा दूसरा So this is instruments that you have done, no? The same thing will happen.
No, this is a patch repair. It's not an anastomosis as such. Patch repair is a bit more difficult. Anastomosis is joining two vessels. That's much more bigger. This is unrestrained patch repair, which means every movement of yourself has to be micro, plus every movement can, because it is not fixed, just like the anastomosis. Requires intense skill and focus. Yeah, I know. The needle is too big. Too many challenges, but that's how it is. It's fun.
Hold
Nahi, it's okay. It's unrestrained. So unrestrained anastomosis is.
When I'm saying that my person is looking this, yes, it would be first then I have power of standing against.
John,
Yes,
so this what you're seeing is an unrestrained patch repair.
You want the needle?
1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Just no, I will not. No. Yes. You can see, John, it's unrestrained, which means the vessel is free. And you can see the sutures coming in. I can use any of my hands. It's the beauty of ambidextrosity. So that's the left hand suture. And now I'm showing a right hand suture. Right. Right. So the patch repair is almost done. Vikrant, you can come here for a minute, Vikrant. Can you give me a suture, ma? Having a science? Yeah, just leave it. Bring it to the field picture.
You dropped it there.
Yeah, you dropped
It's
it.
here.
Yeah, I can see that. No problem. Yeah. This is 11-0.
No,
Yeah, it's 11-0. Can you see that?
it's just,
No, it's much smaller needle.
but this is the different company.
Vitalon?
Yes.
Oh, wow. The Vitalon one's a fen.
Vitalon is bigger, Vitalon is the smaller.
Yeah, oh, I love this. This is the one I need. Can you increase my zoom?
Focus is fine.
Yeah.
Are you in the field?
Yes.
Away from the field?
No, I'm good. Vikrant? Yeah. You can come here for a minute, Vikrant. I've done a patch repair. Where are you at? Yeah, I'll come, Vikrant. I mean, इधर पे काट सकता है गचन इधर पे काट सकता है हाँ
Yes.
हाँ No, 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 no.
It's not.
Yeah, give it to me, the scissor. Give it to me. Vikrant, I'll come there once if you can just see this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Then cut it. It's a patch repair is done. Scissor. Answer. No. Just good enough. You can see the patch. John, can you see the patch repair?
Yes.
So I'll just show you. This is will give an overview of things. This is a anastomosis workshop, and you can see how thin, how small that vessel is when you come here. Can you see the patch now?
Yes.
This is the patch. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll show you. The patch is yeah. This one. That's a patch. So small. Are you? Say something. Yeah, so you extinguish the optical carotid window and This is the IC? Yeah, yeah. Bifurcation there downstairs.
KMC bifurcation, optic lambda terminal is
Yeah,
basilar here.
Yeah.
With bifurcation.
yeah. That's because we've done the trans cavern. That's a third now. Yeah.
That is the term IC here.
Yeah.
Turning around whole.
That is the C5 carotid.
5 carot.
Yeah, C5 carotid.
And laterally the slide line. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
And this side,
We describe this.
this is, we need to take a very nice photos of it. We can describe it, this approach, mosaic approach. Because it's nicely.
That is the posterior clinoid process. What you are touching
In the
now.
basilar also from, we can see the basilar bifurcation.
So that's a trans cavernous exposure. Behind you is the pons.
Yeah. And ponds we can see totally back here. It's just,
Yeah.
here is the pond here.
That is the independent assistant. Yeah. That's an interpedunculair system.
So we can clip anything from there.
Yes, of course. That's a superior cerebellar artery. That's the superior cerebellar artery below the third nerve. See the
Yeah.
below the third nerve? That below the third nerve. Yes. That one is superior cerebellar artery. From there, the pond starts. That's a ponto mesencephalous. Yeah.
No, you're able to,
Yeah, John, that is a carotid.
oh,
That's a
good, oh,
carotid.
that's a great.
A1,
It's a great
that is a
picture.
A1.
Yeah.
That's a MCA. That's
Yeah.
the optic. And all this is being done through a small supraorbital incision. We call it the mosaic approach.
This is a basilar.
That's a basilar. That
Wow.
is the P1. That's a superior cerebellar artery. That's a third nerve. PCP part of it I have removed yesterday. So that's a third nerve going into the cavernous sinus. That's a fourth nerve here. V1 will be down there.
Hey,
Okay, and I will demonstrate the rest of it soon. So this is done. You can see how it is done. It's a supraorbital approach.
well,
Through the eye also you could do this.
So very, very minimalistic approach and wide surgical exposure we can achieve through this.
well, that's the money shot. When you were pointing with your finger where the structures are, that is a great shot.
What are you saying?
Yeah, that's a great shot because John, we are doing it through a smartphone.
Yeah, go back to the wall. You were at the wall, right?
Can
Pointing
you
towards
just show the entire lab now? The
yeah,
entire lab.
show the previous scene on the wall. You were pointing to
The
on the
3D
wall.
screen is no,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
3D screen.
That's the money shot when you're pointing.
Can I have a look at it?
Please.
Yeah, that is the money shot when you're pointing with your finger.
You've done very good. Excellent. Ikra, I'm going to go lateral. Yesterday, I had not put it correctly. Now it is much better. Yesterday, yesterday it was not aligned, so I was looking down actually. Now it is much better.
Even if you adjust to right way, then it will be more perfect. I think so.
Yeah, now it is much better. Give me the instruments, please.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, now the microscope. Mitra. Good, thank you. Give me that retractor, the other retractor.
Yes, sir.
The other retractor. No, one retractor no, this retractor can come out. This one can come out. Yes. Aram se. And this one will go in like extradurally, like this. Yeah. Yes. Microscope thoda udhar focus करेंगे.
Bottom, doctor.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? When you see the screen on the wall, that is a great shot, and also to have a neurosurgeon point it out
Opposite,
on the
opposite
wall.
जाओ microscope.
You know what I mean?
Go central. Abhi ठीक है. Yes.
When you're
That is right.
when you're on the screen on the wall, pointing with the finger.
Just you are doing it from front. Yes. Yeah.
थोड़ा सा बड़ा सा एक ये दे देंगे मेरे को.
Can
So
you
that
have
is a fourth
one of
now.
your assistants point on the wall?
So that is the third now. You can see the third now there.
Yeah.
This is the fourth now. This one that is This is a Parkinson's triangle. Can somebody hold this retractor, please? Like
Can you-
this.
Can you have someone go to the
Can
wall and
somebody hold the
point
retractor,
to the structures you're talking about?
So, can somebody hold the retractor?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Give me now another dissector. That is the fourth now.
Yeah, can you have someone go to the wall to point it out? Go to the
Yes,
screen.
that's a fourth now. And wait, this is the V1. And we will show you the sixth now very soon. That's the C5 carotid.
Yeah, yes, I know you're
So
pointing it
I'm
out
taking
on the
the
microscope.
retractor to come up.
Can
Very
you
good.
ha- can you have
The
someone go
retractor
to the
will
wall?
come up like that. Just stay there. Okay? Just
Can you
stay
have
there.
someone
Like
go
that.
to
Don't
the
come,
wall?
Just give me another dissector. Another dissector. Vikrant? Vikrant, you have to see, here is the sixth now. I'm going to show you the sixth now.
Yeah, have someone
That's
point
the
on the
carotid,
screen.
and that is the sixth now. There. This band running
Okay, can you
right
have
like that
can you have someone
is
go
the
to the
sixth now.
wall to point it out, please? Someone go to the
Vikrant,
screen,
can you show
on the
the
screen.
what
Show me
I'm
on the
showing?
screen with your finger. Have an
Yes,
associate.
sure.
So this is
There
the
you go.
sixth now. This is
There
the
you
sixth.
go.
Sixth.
That is
Yeah,
a
that's
money
the sixth.
shot. That is
Yeah,
a
this
money
is the
shot
sixth.
right there. Someone pointing it out.
So the sixth nerve is going into the Dorellos canal.
And you can see the C5 here.
Yeah, that's the best shot, what he's doing now. Explain.
The sixth nerve is going into the Dorellos canal. You can see the Dorellos canal. The sixth nerve. Focus there, please.
Okay,
Focus
point, please, point on the wall. Point on the wall.
No, you can. That is the sixth nerve. That is the sixth nerve. I'm
You can see this one.
There we go.
hooking out.
That
Hooking out,
is the
that's-
most important view right now. That is the most important.
This is the C5
Pointing with his
carotid.
finger.
And C5 is below this. This is
C5
six.
carotid is there, and
That
this
is the best shot right there.
So third, fourth, C5 carotid, V1, and sixth.
Yeah, and point to him on the wall, on the screen.
This is the sixth.
Okay, with
This
the
is the
finger,
sixth.
with the finger.
Yeah,
Point
and
with
that's
the
the
finger.
C5 carotid. Yeah.
Point with a finger.
See, this
There you
is the
go.
C6.
That is the
Yeah,
most
this is-
important shot
This
right
is
there.
sixth now. This is third now, fourth now, C5 below the sixth, and this is V1.
That's
Can you see the
excellent.
entire anatomy, John?
That is the best shot. That's the best shot with pointing out with his finger.
So now I'm going ahead and demonstrating. I'm going to cut the dura above the.
You can nicely see the sixth now here. Can you lift it, Cheryl, for 1 minute?
Yes, I'm going to.
Just lift it. Yes.
That is the
That's
sixth
the
now.
sixth now.
You can go see. You can see that is the Dorellos canal.
Dorellos canal, this is sixth.
That's the Dorellos canal. Give me the scissors, please. Pass. You can see the sixth nerve very clearly now.
Here.
There you go.
See,
That's,
that is
Put up pixel in it.
that's the best shot. That's the best shot with the finger.
that's the sixth nerve. That is the sixth nerve. This one going into the Dorellos canal, going into the Dorellos canal.
That's the best shot right there when he's pointing on the wall.
Right, and that is the C5 carotid. The third nerve, fourth nerve. Where is that retractor? Yeah. So you can see now. Optic, carotid.
This is optic, little bit out. We can zoom if required. Yes, this is optic here. This is IC here. You can see the bifurcation here, and this is a basilar.
That's a basilar.
That's a basilar here.
That's a carotid.
This IC bifurcation. Third nerve.
And this is the posterior clinoid process, which is taken out. This is the posterior clinoid process, which is taken out. Dura of the posterior clinoid. And once I take off the posterior clinoid, you are seeing the basilar very clearly. That's a third nerve. That's a dura of the posterior clinoid. Now, this is the third nerve. This is the carotid, C5 carotid. And that's a sixth nerve going like that. Third nerve, fourth nerve, sixth nerve, V1.
Yeah.
And this is the C5 carotid, C4 carotid, C3 carotid will be bending here, and that's a C2 carotid intradural. That is, you can see the third nerve coming into this is the oculomotor triangle. Okay, the fourth and the third is entering there. Okay, and that's a carotid.
That's the
That's a
IC.
carotid, ICA. Okay, that's a cavernous carotid. And just lateral to the cavernous carotid, that is the sixth nerve. This is the sixth nerve. This is the anatomy of a transcavernous approach and supra-brow transcavernous approach.
You can show it here on the. Like,
Yeah.
this is the small supraorbital approach, what you can see, mosaic approach. So with very minimalistic, you can go up to the carotid-optic region, lateral part of the cavernous sinus, and all the structures you can see. You can see the basilar optic bifurcation, that is optic chiasma, then carotid bifurcation,
Zoom.
third, fourth,
It's a magnification.
V1.
No, not the one.
This is focus.
Yeah, that's a focus.
Zoom. Can you increase the zoom?
Yeah, I will. It's the zoom.
More. Yeah. Can you bring? Yeah. Then bring it down. Bring it. No. Bring
I
it.
will focus to.
Focus and then bring the microscope a little bit.
So we can give a tour of the lab itself. I will give the.
Yeah.
John,
Yes,
you're there here? You're
Yes.
hearing me?
yes.
So you can see this, we are having stations over here for the various dissections. Like we are having a station for vascular anastomosis. I will show you, come here please. So this is the station for the vascular anastomosis where a chicken wing, we can do the training on hands-on for the vascular anastomosis. So this is one station. Like this, we are having total 6 stations here. And all the stations, we are providing vascular anastomosis either or upsurge model as well. But today we are not having upsurge model as of now. But soon we'll be getting that as well. So these are the various stations. Yes. Yeah.
That is a superior cerebellar.
And this will be the master station we are having here with this crisp eye exoscopic technology with 3D immersion. And we have the endoscope as well, and all sort of instruments. And the head is fixed on Sujita frame. Here you can see how beautiful you can see the
Ponds
dissection.
You can see.
You
now.
can see the pons here now.
The pontomedullary sulcus. You can. I mean, the pontomesencephalic sulcus. That is the midbrain.
This one.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the midbrain. That is the pons.
Yeah.
And you can see the marker to that is a superior cerebellar artery. So this is the third nerve. This is the superior cerebellar artery. That is the basilar artery. And this is the pons. That's a pons.
So any pontine lesions can be approached through this
Pontine
approach as
cavernoma and
well.
all that. So I'm going into the pons. So for example, this is how I can go into the pons. So pontine cavernoma lesions and all I can
Be
through
taken.
this suprabrow approach.
So, and we also have the 3D transmission of this dissection in one of our auditorium, and we'll show it here.
It's also.
So basically, we can show the 3D scans here on this.
It's your main
platform.
auditorium, huh?
Yeah. So we can show that recorded lectures on 3D here. आप चालू कर सकते हैं एक बार? Just wait, we'll show it.
Neurosurgical TV वर जाते हैं.
Can you connect? Oh, you, now that is an exoscope, more or less an exoscope screen.
Yeah, it's connected to exoscope.
Yeah, can you put on this? You can connect it now.
Wow,
Just John, wait
that-
for 1 minute.
Oh, that is
John,
connected.
please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, John. I am here, and we are transmitting now the dissection room video to this place.
Oh, wow.
And you can see the same thing what we transmitted through the 3D glasses. We are trying to show you somehow.
Oh, nice.
And this is the immersion view of the third nerve, what you can see over there.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. So I will show you the hall, how it is. So the hall, please. So this is our auditorium where the students can sit and see our dissection from here. And this is the holographic presentations as well we have for some sort of brain models. And this is the screen, 3D screen, 10 feet of 3D screen is there here with the glasses. So this
Wow.
person can watch it here and
Yeah.
is watching the live dissection.
Well, you know
So
that
this is-
that camera, the smartphone camera, you don't have to connect to the screen anymore. You can just take use the smartphone and film the screen.
Yes, yes. That also we will be planning to do that. We will transmitting directly on the smartphone as well. We are working on it. Show the glass through the glass. This one. Glass
Yeah,
through the
that
glass.
seems more
So you
convenient.
can see now the dissection through the 3D glass
Oh,
and
wow.
how immersive it is.
That
So
principle
it
can
is-
be applied to a lot of things about changing
Yeah,
the screen.
So
It
John,
gives
this
the
is
option to look at it differently.
so we are trying to do it as immersive as possible. And you can see we can do a best sort of dissection in keratooptic region. Very nice exposure of the basilar. So for any pontine lesions, we can approach through this approach. Even we can go for the basilar tip aneurysms very well without no time. And just you have to do a suprabrow approach for this. And if possible, you have to remove the lateral part of the orbital rim. And you can go laterally toward the cavernous sinus. You can expose the cavernous sinus. You can expose intracavernous part as well. So for the cavernous tumors, this approach is one of the best. And this corridor is beautifully like when the neck is extended, the frontal flow falls down, and it gives a wave to this approach so beautifully as subfrontal approach.
Can you take an
And
augmented reality screen of that shot? Like use augmented reality somehow on the screen? Can you use that? Do you know?
yes, pardon, what you are saying?
Can you use augmented reality to see its
Yes,
effect on the
yes, yes,
screen?
yes, yes, yes. So we are having VR technology as well, and AR also we are having. And Acer, there is a company known as Acer, which we are having a tie-up with them, and we are working of the actual reality as well with them. So they
Oh,
are
that
also
would be
with us,
great.
and
That would be great.
yes, and that they are also here with us, and hopefully, when you people visit us, our center, we will be able to show you that AR technology as well. It's very, very immersive. Believe me or not, Acer technology with AR is immersive. It is more immersive than anything what we have observed till now in neurosurgery.
Wow. Well, this is the money shot. I mean, to have these layers of possibilities, that's very exciting. To be
Yes.
able,
So
be
I will
able
just give a tour
just to
for
use
the
a
department
smartphone.
for you.
You could just use a
John,
smartphone.
please, yeah, to smartphone. And this, I will give a small tour for you. This is our advanced neurosurgical learning center here, where we are having on one side here is the discussion room, that is the auditorium for the 3D auditorium here. We are having a briefing unit as well here. Some- We are having a briefing unit as well. We are having all sort of teaching modules here. Then we will having for sort of spine dissection as well. We are having total cadaveric dissection room as well for the spine, and all this sort of workshops will be having this lab as well. So this is with all technology and with all microscope and everything is available here.
Oh, that's an ambitious lab.
Yeah, and this is how our lab will is look like. This is the training cadaveric training center, and these are the various modules or we are stations we have done. And you can see one second, IAP is sitting here and he's performing a dissection. You can see it here. Can you give one less? Come here.
Yeah, we're seeing
Yeah,
it
you can
across
see
the
IAP
hall.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a Sujita frame as well, 3D crisp eye technology with the head vision. This is a hyper exoscopic vision, and head is being fixed with Sujita frame.
They have the machine vision, machine
Yeah.
learning, and everything. The headset is there. Yeah.
So you can see this our endoscope, 3D endoscope is there. That is very, very immersive. And you can see we are using for this for teaching during this is NC4 microscope for vascular anastomosis, and every station is equipped with the separate microscopes. And here what I was talking about the Acer via AR technology. That is already we are using, started using here. I will give more.
We have machine vision, machine learning, everything with this headset, John.
Yeah.
So that'll also be incorporated into the lab. It is one of the best labs in the world, if not the best.
Yeah. How long has that been going on? Like 6 months, a year?
It's inaugurated right now, John. It's inaugurated today. The Union Minister of Science and Technology is coming today and inaugurating the center.
Oh, okay.
So that's about it, John. That's the webcast that we wanted to do, buddy.
Wow, that has potential like for remote teaching. You know,
Yeah, thank you.
in
Thanks
India,
to Vikrant
Africa.
and
Thanks, John, very much. And so, thanks, John, and you are welcome to our center to visit, and we'll be happy to host you.
Looks like a very ambitious center, a lot of foresight there, right? And the smartphone adds a lot, makes it easier to film it, and it makes it so much easier to change.
Thank you very
screen and to have someone point on the wall, what you're talking, as well as you as a surgeon showing with the scalpel, but also pointing at the wall to the audience, what's going on. That's a big.
We will
big
do-
plus.
We will do many more courses from here, John. We will do many more courses from here.
Yeah, well, we could do one pretty soon, actually. You can have like a presentation along with your part, right? You can do the presentation.
Yeah. So
and then go.
yeah. So what
over-
I'll do is, and this is the lab is extending like this. I'll show you.
Beautiful lab. Wow, well timed.
Let me just show you this lab. Now I have to figure out how to. You see this lab? So it is extending this side as well.
Wow. Now, did they do all that before you came, Mike, or after you came?
Beg your pardon?
Did they do all that work before you came or after you came?
Well, this lab was there before I came, but after I came, the Neurosciences Center was done.
Oh, okay.
And you see the lab in charge, Dr. Mrugesh is here. Mrugesh, he's a lab in charge. I mean, this is probably one of the best labs, as I told you. So John is
Very
in charge of the CEO of Neurosurgical TV.
Okay, sir.
15,000 neurosurgeons watch John's program.
Oh, great. That's great, sir.
Yeah,
Nice
so
to have you, sir.
Very impressive lab. A lot of work. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'll do my best to try to bring attention to it.
Yeah. So we are extending now with sir's guidance about the neurosurgicals and cadaveric. So that is going to inaugurate today, I hope.
Yeah, there's just not many labs like that around, really, in all of
No,
Africa.
I mean, I don't think anywhere in the world we have this kind of facilities into a lab, John.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to get really good at remote televising. for
We would be
teaching.
happy if
Teaching
you
purposes.
personally visit someday, sir.
Oh, yeah, I want to come. I want to come. I'll do my best to make it work. But you've got a lot of possibilities there of teaching remotely. I mean, that's the
Sure.
majority of people, will, they're lucky if they can go, but a lot
Yes,
can't
sir.
go. And I'm excited about the remote possibilities of teaching with
Great, sir.
the
Yeah,
way you
thank
have it set up now.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot
So
of
thank you,
potential.
John. Thank you very much. I hope this was useful to people. So I'll take the YouTube link and then I'll spread it onwards. So we have the minister coming in soon. So I'll just get ready for that, John.
Okay, when you gonna do that? What time? What
Yeah,
time?
sure,
Mike?
sure, buddy. Thank you.
Are you gonna
Thank
do
you.
it that, am I gonna televise that?
The minister coming, I don't know, because I don't know. There's a lot of security and stuff. Maybe televising can be an issue.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, so what
We
I'll
wanted
do
to
is,
see the lab. We wanted to see the lab.
yeah. So I'm going to take you through the lab once more with audio visuals, and then I'm going to start doing procedures here and then probably televise it. We have the
It looks
facilities to
good,
televise
Mike.
it as well.
It looks very good. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
John.
Have a great day.
Yes. Yeah, you too, buddy. Thank you.
Okay, let me